Hello everyone, it's Chris aka Taka, and it is time for this, 2-week haul video for January 1st through January 13th, which was yesterday. Today is January 14th. I think I have 13 items I've gotten. A few I am keeping, and then everything else I'll be selling through either my Etsy or my eBay Trashkateer Treasures store. So I have had to work with the sunlight a little here. If I had the shades fully open, it was a complete glare on the screen and you could barely see anything. So I've had to maneuver the drapes a bit to just bring in sunlight on each side to bring in enough light to get some clear shots. I've actually had to be experimenting the last 15 minutes before this because at least we finally have a day of sunlight after 3 days, but just wasn't cooperating. So the first thing, not in any particular order, that I have here, the only downfall of it is scented. So I don't know where I'm storing this, but I'm keeping it before my advertising collection. Normally, if it was a bear, I'd keep it in this room with Rita's bears, but no, we're not doing that with anything scented. But it is the classic Haribo gummy bear. I did pay up a little, $4, because it was still in its packaging. There is technically a red version, but since I like collecting the logos, and this is definitely the logo bear with his cute red bow. It says, kids and grown-ups love it so, the happy world of Haribo. Haribo, Zespu, yeah, they had in like every language you want. German I'll probably do better. Haribo mal Kinderfroh und... Wow. Is that how you say gummy bear? Or happy world of Haribo? Wow. I'm assuming that's grown-ups and kids in German, but all right, so this is a keeper. But again, it says berry scent. It's definitely got that hint of like flowery perfumes thing. All right, and I was there yesterday and I got this. This was $4, $3.99. It is a Gantz kitty cat who's supposed to be peering into a fishbowl. And I didn't find the fishbowl anywhere, which is fine. If you're going to break a part of this set, it's the fishbowl to break. That's more replaceable. You can have him stare into all different bowls. So, but I was kind of impressed that he wasn't chipped at all or anything. Just a little dirty over here to take off, but like he looks like he still has his cute expression and everything. So, got that. That one was at Goodwill. That was yesterday, and this also was yesterday where I went in hoping to use my Friday the 13th luck. I did pay $3 for this. Where I'm like, let's just try and put it in the sunlight so you can see how beautifully reflective that really is. So I couldn't pass it up because it was this lovely cobalt blue, richness blue, and it's a little crackle glass pitcher with a clear handle applied. It is hand blown by the ponton on the bottom. And I've sold a similar one in purple before. I think I have one similarly in amber listed right now. But I couldn't resist one because it's, slim pickings being January. But so we had that. And then this was actually last Friday. We went to St. Vinny's in Marquette. And I don't normally buy ties. This was $2.50, but so you got all these little, you can see it's Snoopy, and it's all this typeface because it's Snoopy at his typewriter. And I love the detail on this because when you flip it on the inside, it says, has a thought bubble. It was a dark and stormy night. So unfortunately, I don't know anyone who actually wears ties for work anymore. So I will sell that, but I couldn't resist it, because you want to get something when you're at the thrift store. And then similar, this was the first thing I found even before I found that one. That needs a little steam. I found this cute Jeep hat that's an American flag Jeep hat. This was $2. It doesn't really look worn at all. It definitely doesn't have a complete form anymore, but it doesn't look like the sweatband's been used. But, so, sell that. And I kind of had a red theme going that day. that I was shopping because I also got this for 50 cents. And it's a Rolling Stones patch. So, in the original packaging of a Rainbow Company. It's literally Rainbow Novelty Company of Texas. I figured I'd try that. This was at my original Goodwill trip this week. Was this awesome crocodile witch, and it's actually an Anna Lee. You know, show you the way. I was trying to show you the Anna Lee first, and then it doesn't have his original tag. It just has the sewn-on tag. But witch cauldron. I think because this is pointier, it might be an alligator. But I do not know how you get it to stand straight because the tail goes below. So I think you have to put it like on the edge of a shelf and let the tail hang down. But I was in real shock that it was only $1.99, and I did discover it in the kids' plushes. So I'm glad I found it sooner rather than later so they didn't destroy them, because just looking through those toys can throw one off the shelves, and that would have definitely broken the cauldron because it feels just like cheap plastic. This is one where I will list, but I will enjoy it on display for the whole time it's out because, I love anything Halloween. And then that day, the other thing I found was this, and you may recognize this character. This one is ironically better painted than the last one I found. The last one I found was a Goble. It was about that much smaller, and it's Butch, this dog by this cartoonist Stay. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Stay he. It's you can actually see the Stay he on there, and that's obviously the remnants of a Heineken brand. This one doesn't sell for the $200 the last dog sold for, which I did get $200 plus shipping for. This is more in the $30 to $50 range, even though it's still a 1950s thing. And I paid $3 for him, $2.99. And I literally had to reattach the sticker. It was up here and it just flaked right off the remnants of the sticker, so I just taped it to the bottom. But, this dog's meant to look dirty, but literally this was all gray as well. So I've cleaned a good 2 centimeters of dirt off of him. So he's looking quite snazzy. The last one I had a green collar on. This one has a blue, and in actuality, again, even though this one doesn't sell for as much, I actually prefer the paint job on this one. It's not as sloppy. But I knew exactly what it was, and I was in shock it wasn't shipped on the shelf, and I went, nope, gotta grab that before they kill it. Oh yeah, and I got one more thing at Goodwill that day for myself for a whole 99 cents. I got myself a new Winnie the Pooh Tigger mug to replace either my Goofy mug, which is this shape, or I do have a Winnie the Pooh mug that's more curved at the bottom that, this is giant though. Look at this. This is the size of my head. For like hot cocoa and tea. I don't drink coffee. So, and it doesn't look used at all. So I figured 99 cents is a good deal for a new mug. Of course, now I have to go through the terror of throwing out an older mug, but they are looking pretty sick. And then because I had to take Rita to the airport, I went to Gwen with her before we went. And we went to the St. Vinny's there, and I got this. Now, it says $0.25 on the back, but that was from the rummage sale. Vinny's only charged me 15 cents for 4 cookie cutters, which they sell consistently for like 10 to 15, I think. But you've got Michelangelo. I don't know how well these would actually work as cookie cutters. Donatello. Raphael, and Leonardo. Now, they're not like the best quality ever, but for 15 cents, considering I found nothing else in that particular store, I was like, well, at least I got something for my tread. And then went to this and that, and they were having 90% off Christmas. So this was marked 6, but I got it for 60 cents. It's this cute little swan sleigh planter. All white, and it is made in Mexico by Oxford, And the only other thing I've sold by Oxford are those little seal figurines that come together as a pair with the yellow eyes. So I knew it was a good quality brand. And I got the dirt off the runner that was here, which I thought was going to hide up a crack or something, but I haven't been able to find a crack on it. A little dirty because it was actually a used planter. And then he's marked 50 cents, so I guess I got him for 5 cents. A cute little Sebastian ornament. I love it with him and his little like mittens on his claws. They are sewn together though. It was a McDonald's thing you got in your Happy Meal at one point, but I thought that was cute, even if all I do is keep it for my own tree. Although I made sure to shut my door in between all my light prep because this is the exact size of toy my cat loves, so I have to be careful he doesn't snag it. And then the last thing I got in the Christmas section, which I definitely wouldn't have paid their price for, which was originally $14.99, so I got it for like $1.50, is this planter of Mary and Jesus. It is marked Relpo Original Ceramic Chicago Made in Japan and Samson Import Co. 346 1959. So it's definitely vintage. I got like 3 things from 1950s, you know. And the only thing other than a very dirty used planter that I could see wrong with it was something that I think happened probably when it was brand new, because if you left this out in a colder area, I'm pretty sure this little spaghetti would have cracked like this with any temperature change. By the way it was applied, it's like a little like hay nest from the thing, but that's the only thing wrong with it. And it's literally cracked right where they would have glued them together. So I think the glue just failed, but they're still there. It doesn't look like there's any missing. But again, I don't do many religious items, but I have done well with like Mother Mary before, Madonnas. I think actually my most beautiful picture I've ever took was the white light Madonna head lamp. I took the most elegant picture of that ever before, and that sold like within 2 months. So, couldn't let it just stay there for $1.50. So, yeah, So I actually found 2 different planters, mugs, toys, glassware, breakables, just a wide variety, and of course, every animal themed thing that sells. A portion of that sale goes to an animal charity. So I think I have 5 different charities right now. My local UPOJ animal shelter, a farm sanctuary called Heartland in Wisconsin. I think I did World Wildlife Fund this year, and I did Oswald's Bear Ranch, which is also in Upper Peninsula, and what else did I do? I know, I actually didn't have enough in one category last year, or it's held over to this year for donating of sea life, so we'll see. All right, my links to my Trashkateer Treasure stores will be down below.